Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. And man, I've been trying to do this video all day when the news came out this morning, but I was at work, and you got to do work when you're at work. So I wasn't able to do the video earlier. Let's see, I don't want to see if you can see my face. Kind of want some light, but there we go. Yeah, so Dallas Cowboys trade for George Pickens. Now, I'm happy about it, don't get me wrong. I have some questions. I know that he is going to be good for this team as far as getting us plays in the passing game and definitely helping out Dak. I mean, Dak is going to have a lot of weapons to throw to now. Between him and Jadon Blue and just the way they're able to mix up this offense, I'm excited about that. I think I had my heart set on Amari Cooper. It's almost like, oh, what you want for dinner? I had my heart set on a ribeye steak, but I settled for a chicken sandwich. Not saying that one is greater than the other per se, because either way you go, I think Amari Cooper brings you the main reason why I wanted Amari Cooper was because and who knows, maybe they still might go get him, I don't know, but we got a lot of wide receivers on the roster now. But either way, what I liked about Amari Cooper is the fact that, one, he's been here before. I know that the issues that they didn't like about him were mostly Mike McCarthy, right? Mike McCarthy's no longer here. So, water over the bridge, wins help, right? So my thing is this. If they would have brought Amari Cooper in, like I said, he knows the offense. He's a great route runner. He already has a rapport with Dak Prescott. What else? He knows CeeDee Lamb. It's almost like he could just come back in seamlessly, right? He knows his way around the building. Ain't nobody got to tell him where the bathroom's at, things of that nature. So that's how I look at that. Now, George Pickens brings you a guy that raw talent. He's a ball hawk. He is going to find it. He's gonna find the ball. He's gonna do everything he can to get that ball in his hands. Like, if you watch the tape, his catch radius is ridiculous. Like, this guy, it's like Odell Beckham back in his heyday, like going back and leaning into the end zone. He definitely knows how to find the end zone. Now, when he was with Pittsburgh, he was their number one. That was their playmaker, right? But here, he doesn't have to be that. Although he comes in as wide receiver 2, it's more like wide receiver 1B. You know what I mean? CD's 1A, he's 1B. But I like the versatility there because it's almost like to having 2 CeeDee Lambs on the field. Hell, you can put CeeDee Lamb in the slot and have him and Mingo, or him and Tolbert, or him and whoever else, Paris Campbell, whoever else on the outside, and just move things around. And he's definitely hell to deal with because teams worry about what he's going to do. Like, you could think that he's running a 9 route, but he's on a comeback route. He'll stop, turn around on a dime, catch the ball, and then bypass you again, and you miss the tackle, and he's off for the races. Now, the one knock that I could say about him, he's not really a route runner, but it's more like one of those things where, you know how back in the day when, you playing outside, like, hey, go to the Buick, turn around and catch the ball. So it's more like playground type of ball that he plays more than a route running technician, kind of like how Amari Cooper is. But more so with George Pickens, if you can play him to his strengths, then we ain't going to have no problem. I love the explosiveness that our offense is going to have with the both of them on the field together. It's going to be dynamic. Definitely going to be a good thing for the Cowboys. I'm definitely not mad at the trade. Of course, the Cowboys get Pickens, and a 2027 6th-round draft pick. They give up a 2026 3rd-round draft pick and a 2027 5th-round draft pick. So, high risk, high reward situation. We already know what George Pickens brings to the table. I mean, you got a guy that was a wide receiver 1 on another team to come to your team to be wide receiver 2. And of course, other team fans are gonna hate. They're gonna be like, hey, well, George is a bad egg. This is the thing. Word coming out of Pittsburgh is, yes, he's a... Okay, so put it like this. He's that class clown. He's that guy that disrupts the class, right? Coaches might have an issue with some of his antics and his attitude and things of that nature, but other players like him. Pittsburgh Steelers players didn't have an issue with him, but I think that for a certain thing, I think Shoddy might have to sit him down and be like, look, this is what we expect. This is our culture, because there's a new culture in Dallas, and I'm going to speak on that in a minute too. We're here to work, and you're going to be evaluated. And if you don't do right, I mean, officially, it's a 1-year deal. The Cowboys do have to extend him if they want to keep him after this year. Is it going to be a 1-year rental, or are they going to keep him for years to come? Now, the Cowboys will be smart to try to get him done early. But the only problem is he's got the same agent as Micah Parsons. And you see how that contract is going. Standstill. So, Jerry coming out making those stupid statements about that agent, that could be a little bit of a problem. So now, he's George Pickens' agent as well. And now you have to figure out what you're going to do now. So now, because I look at it like this. You're giving up a 3rd-round pick for next year, and then a 5th for the year after that. So you're giving up capital. Cowboys don't like to get rid of picks. So if you're going to make this pick worthwhile, why not keep George Pickens for multiple years? Maybe they may go into the first couple of games and see how George Pickens does, and if he blends in with this offense real well, maybe they'll sign him. But I don't to longer term. But we'll see. Right now, as of right now, it's a 1-year rental. But I don't want a 1-year rental for losing a 3rd and a 5th-round draft pick. That's just how I feel about it. But that's neither here nor there. But as far as the culture and his attitude, he loves football. We know that. We know that he's going to come in, he's going to play well. We do know that. But I guess when it comes to the behavior, if this were still a Mike McCarthy-led team, I would be a little more worried. But I think Shoddy got this thing under control. He's got this new culture. The players are buying in on it. They weren't really buying into McCarthy. He kind of got stale in their ear. So it's a little different now. But I look at it like this. The culture is different here in Dallas. And I'm loving what Shoddy is doing. Each day of this offseason, every day that passes, I'm liking what Shoddy's doing more and more. Now, it still remains to be seen. We still got to get to the season and see how the games go. But I'm really looking forward to training camp and just evaluating these guys and seeing what they're going to really do in training camp to prepare for the season. And these cut downs are going to be hard because we got some talented players now. Now, as you look at the wide receiver room, CeeDee Lamb is the number 1. You got George Pickens. You got Jalen Tolbert, Kevontae Turpin, Jonathan Mingo, Jalen Brooks, Ryan Flournoy, Paris Campbell, Jalen Cropper. I don't know why he's still on this team, because he's been trying to try out for the team every year and he don't make it. Kelvin Harmon, I kind of like that young guy. I like Kelvin Harmon. Big body. He reminds me of like a Des-like. Trayshawn Holden. I know a lot of people are going to be watching Trayshawn Holden because that's Mr. Spit in your face. And he's got a chip on his shoulder because he's only making $3K, which is crazy. But I'm not even going to get into that. That's crazy how he's not making no money. And he going to have to do Uber on the side. But yeah, and of course Josh Kelly. But we know Josh Kelly's not going to make the roster. Probably a practice squad guy or maybe a late cut. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about this George Pickens. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the George Pickens trade. Are you excited that he's here? Would you had rather another guy like Keenan Allen or whoever else. But he's here, or DJ Moore or whatever, but he's here, and he's now a Dallas Cowboy. Welcome to the Cowboys, George Pickens. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Peace out, y'all.